after dishing out these headlines. And when I'm done, yes, CP Chuks Enwonwu will be with me this morning to look at all of these headlines together. All right? Let's begin with you. Nationwide alert. Federal government warns of 5-day flooding in 19 states. Nationwide alert. Federal government warns of 5-day flooding in 19 states. APC Adeleke trade words over governor's 2-week absence. And then Kano Transport Commissioner resigns after drug barons bill probe. 2027 PDP, ADC, Labour Party slam Umahi over pro Tinubu remark. PDP, ADC, LP slam Umahi over pro Tinubu remark. And then let's look at more headlines now. 60-year-old Nigerian found dead with stab wounds in the United Kingdom. And then 2027 elections. Atiku Obi reject controversial party registration bill. Presidential jets gulp 26.38 billion naira in 18 months under Tinubu. Presidential jets gulp 26.38 billion naira in 18 months under Tinubu. About to some political stories here. Anioma's long road, resistance, resources, and the push for statehood. That's a story here. You see Ned Woko there, actually. Okay, moving on to some of the headlines quickly. Labour Party disassociates itself from planned protest at INEC headquarters. Ogun PDP denies endorsing APC candidate ahead of by-election. And then Kano APC stakeholders endorsed Tinubu for a second term. Ekiti 2026 APC sets 40 million naira for nomination form, offers discount for youth and women. And I hear discount, I see business. 2027, Tinubu will win with historic landslide. According to a group, Tinubu will win with historic landslide. PDP will lead efforts to unseat Tinubu, says group. I have never snatched or rigged any election, says Peter Obi. ADC chairman reject David Mark's unconstitutional party hijack and plot. There is problem. From the Punch newspaper, we head straight to Daily Post newspaper. Tinubu will remove Wike after he secures Southeast, says Sule Lamido. Tinubu will remove Wike after he secures South. Yes, says Sule Lamido. We had close shave with death. Police didn't rescue us. Kidnapped law student is the one speaking. We had close shave with death. Very close. Police didn't rescue us. Kidnapped law student speaks here. And then to Benue State now. Police officer, 8 others killed in fresh attacks by suspected terrorists. Heavy rain claims lives of mother, 5 children in Katsina State. And then Nigerian court orders deportation of 21 foreign hackers, imposes fines. More to come, but this time outside Nigeria. US announces first 2 African countries to face $15,000 visa bonds. NCAA grounds value jet pilots over safety violation at Abuja Airport. EFCC arraigns 2 for alleged online fraud in Kaduna, recovers over 18 million naira. Kano Transport Commissioner resigns over bail scandal. Akwa Ibom now. Ubom, still my godfather, says Governor Umoeno. Udom, rather, still my godfather. Governor Umoeno speaking here. And then court grants Badegi Radio interim injunction against Niger State government. To some more political stories now. 2027 Southwest PDP will lead defeat of Tinubu. Olaniyi speaking here. Southwest PDP will lead defeat of Tinubu, says Olaniyi. And then, still as regards 2027, APC is cancer. Sule Lamido tells ADC how to remove Tinubu from power. APC is cancer. Sule Lamido tells ADC how to remove Tinubu from power. And then, August the 16th by-election. We support Tinubu, not APC candidate. Ogun PDP. We support Tinubu, not APC candidate. Yeah. It's not wrong it's not wrong to oppose Tinubu's re-election, says Waziri. It's not wrong at all to oppose Tinubu's re-election, says Waziri. And then, North won't vote for Peter Obi, biggest importer of alcohol. APC chieftain Hassan is the one speaking here. North won't vote for Peter Obi, biggest importer of alcohol. APC chieftain Hassan speaking. Okay, Kano APC backs Tinubu for second term. Who's Kwankwasia members? Kano APC backs Tinubu for second term. Who's Kwankwasia members? This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, Daily Post is next. Daily Post, or Daily Trust rather. Southern candidate Jonathan or Obi. Which one? There's a very big headline here. Southern candidate Jonathan or Obi. Some people will tell you they will do anything, even if Tinubu is not going to get there. Not Obi. God. Not Obi. So, Good Luck Jonathan will come and share the vote instead of Obi. We'll give the votes to Good Luck Jonathan. After all, they are all from the south. That is it. They say Tinubu will not, return to, Aso Villa. Let it be someone else, not Obi. They'll vow. Okay, let's see some more stories. 22 killed in Niger road crash. Zamfara, bandits abduct 150 persons in 4 days. And then federal government approves 4.2 billion naira for TET Fund research project and innovation hubs. Minister warns against plot to derail reforms in Ubec. NSCDC arrests truck loaded with vandalized street light poles. Rotary begins leadership training for 400 youths. And then Katsina slain commissioner, court sentences 2 to death. 4 more to go here. Ex-minister describes Tinubu as a disaster worse than Buhari. Abuja overtakes Lagos as Nigeria's foreign investment destination. Abuja overtakes Lagos as Nigeria's foreign investment destination. And then on Peter Obi, I have never rigged an election or sponsored violence. That's Peter Obi speaking. And the last one here is WAEC records worst result in 5 years. 2027. Okay, I'm moving now to the Sun newspaper. I'm moving quickly. Okay. 2027. Tinubu walks Jonathan's northern tightropes. The headline says Tinubu walks Jonathan's northern tightrope. Yeah, that's it. Tinubu walks Jonathan's northern tightrope. And then as regards 2027, Ohafia people will support Senator Carlos' re-election bid, according to Redon. And then let's look at it again. 2027, PDP mulls retention of zoning formula. OB, Labour Party and politics of 2027 is another one again. Kano APC pledges to deliver 1.5 million votes for president. How many did Opewolo say he's going to deliver again? Okay. North's problem, not Tinubu, but leaders who wasted power, says Sani. North's problem, not Tinubu, but leaders who wasted power, says Senator Sani. The Guardian will guide us to the next set of headlines as Nigeria fall 1-0 to Senegal in CAN Group opener. Okay. Fella died poor. Made Kuti is the one speaking. Fella died poor. Made Kuti speaking. And then 2027, PDP invites Jonathan to run again. See where we're going now? We have a lot to talk about this morning, seriously. Just get to the comment section and let's get your thoughts about all of these headlines, okay? That is on YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM, okay? Yeah, that's it. Sokoto introduces mandatory rural service to address health workers shortage. Soludo commends May and Baker for locally produced drugs in Nigeria. Residents lament water crisis in Delta, demand scrapping of ministry. Rights group sues police for failing to probe Abuja area mama mother or Abuja area mama mother. Exactly. Kaduna grants 6 months maternity leave to boost breastfeeding. APC Integrity Movement. Fakai resigns. APC Integrity Movement leader Fakai resigns. Oshiomhole accuses Benin Catholic Archdiocese of partisanship over nursing school dispute. Okay, we move now to the Nation. Let's just see if we can point out some headlines here. Courtesy the Nation newspaper. Appeal Court validates joint venture agreement. Endorsement not a guarantee for Oyebanji's re-election. 2027, Tinubu will have landslide victory, says Swagger. Is a group there. Tinubu will have landslide victory. Senator Tinubu donates 1 billion naira and materials to Niger disaster victims. That is Tinubu's wife donates 1 billion naira and materials to Niger disaster victims. And then First Lady presents 500 million naira cash and relief items to Yola flood victims. Insurance firms set for merger acquisition to raise capital base. Blaming Tinubu for North problems, deceitful, says Sani. And then finally here, US visa to attract $15,000 bond. I will touch on the last one here, and that is Vanguard newspaper. Police officer, 8 others killed in renewed attack on Benue communities by Heathers. Police officer, 8 others killed in renewed attack on Benue communities by Heathers. Church of Nigeria formally cuts ties with Wales over lesbian archbishop. 2027 Obi's single-term pledge raises dust. Okay, on flooding. Move now. Lagos government tells Lekki, Ikorodu and Ajegunle residents, move now, move now, move now. Lagos government tells Lekki, Ikorodu, Ajegunle residents. Please, so I'm joining Lagos state government. Please move now, move now, move now. Whoa. Moving on. We won't vote for Obi because he'll import alcohol into the north. APC chieftain speaking. We won't vote for Obi because he will import alcohol into the north. APC chieftain speaking. And there is a piece here. The Igbo claim on Lagos is by Rotimi Faso. Yeah, the Igbo claim on Lagos is a piece you might just want to read, okay? And then moving on, Igbo women slam Umahi for saying Tinubu is fair to the southeast. Igbo women slam Umahi for saying Tinubu is fair to the southeast. And then 2027, let me give you some more headlines. Too many printers in ADC, they need to slow down, says Lamido. Too many sprinters in ADC, they need to slow down, says Lamido. And then Africa needs $3 trillion to meet climate goals, says AU. Church of Nigeria formally cuts ties with Wales over lesbian archbishop. 2027 Tinubu fair to all Nigerians, deserves re-election, says Swagger. Anambra poll, only 5 parties paid mandatory 50 million naira campaign levy, says agency. Only 5 parties paid mandatory 50 million naira campaign levy, according to an agency. And then Edo by-election, APC sure of 98% victory, says DG. Flooding, that story is coming again. Move now. Lagos government tells Lekki, Ikorodu, Ajegunle residents. Keyamo, aviation experts on war path over Lagos airport renovation. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Everyone, let's join the broadcast. Everyone, okay? And let's see. Let's look at it one after the other, okay? Now, let me join Rufai Oseni, for some analysis of these headlines, okay? And when I'm done with Rufai Oseni, like I told you, CP Chuks Enwonwu will be with me to analyze, more. Let's discuss more. Let's expand, the discussion. All right? Let's join Rufai Oseni.
In the coming days, we're going to see a lot of political swing. And I think one of the newest ploy in the political swing today, and this is based on the conversation I had with Chief Dan Lassie I have now seen that there's a plot to be able to lure Obi to the PDP, then to destroy his chances. And I'm going to predict again today that if Obi mistakenly falls for their ruse of going to the PDP, they would destroy his chances of his presidential run, and that will be the end. At first, it was Jerry Garner that pushed it forward. Secondly, today, Chief Dan Ulasi is not part of those pushing this. The same Dan Ulasi that condemned Obi, that talked about the fact that Oka was not thriving under Peter Obi, that was against Obi in the last elections, that went ahead and said many things. In fact, he even called on Obi to step back because it was not going to be in his favor to run that election, the last election. Let me read to you from an interview what Chief Dan Ulasi did say about Obi just in this last election. He said Igbo traders will suffer if Peter Obi loses. He called him to order. And he said all of this leading up to the last election. In fact, he said Obi has no strong political base and will fail woefully. He said Obi will succeed in securing the Igbo block of traders in Igbo-dominated markets like Alaba. He said this vote will not be enough to make Obi president. In fact, he said the vote Obi will get in Lagos will be core Igbo votes. That might be up to 20-25%. But Chief Dan Ulasi was wrong because Obi finally went ahead to win the election in Lagos. All right, then he added that I'm asking our 15 senators from the Southeast, call Peter Obi, let him tell us presidency is not the same as running for governorship. This was the same Dan Ulasi that berated Peter Obi leading up to the last election. All right? That even though Okupe of blessed memory had to fault Dan Ulasi's comments, today Dan Ulasi is part of those that are part of the bandwagon that they are saying Obi should come to the PDP. This is what I envisage will happen. If Obi by mistakes go to the PDP is still largely dominated by Nyesom Wike. And only during his media chats the other day, Nyesom Wike was saying that if the PDP does not consider Dan Obi and other stakeholders, that they are going to pay the price for it. So it shows to a large extent that when you look at the state of play of things, Wike still controls the PDP folk. So if that is the case, we should look at the matter and introspect. Now that they are trying to drag Obi to please come to the PDP folk, when Wike controls the PDP, it's an attempt to destroy Obi. And if Obi falls for it, then he can kiss his presidential ambition bye-bye. Because what will happen is that they will frustrate him if he falls for the bait and he enters the trap. It is now obvious, and today I made my calculation right, after the like of Dan Ulasi, that have been a strong opponent speaking against Obi, all of a sudden is now speaking in favor of Obi. I have now seen that is a ploy to be able to trick Obi to the PDP and pin him there so that he will not thrive. Because once Obi goes to the PDP, he'll be frustrated. So people should open their eyes and see the political game going on. With that one, they'll be able to control his presidential push. Because they know that if he goes it alone, in a case where he doesn't do a coalition, he will still stand a chance to be able to hurt them politically. So that's another new analysis I've seen. The plot is now open from Professor Jerry Gana, now to Ulasi, as a staunch opponent, critic in chief of Obi, some moments ago about the last election cycle. Is not the one that saying Obi stands a chance. Now it's a trap. And if you look at it, they are pushing people in the media to reinforce this Obi should please come to what's it called? PDP, because it's a trap. If he goes, it's finished. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has criticized the debate about the single-term presidency as a diversion from pressing issues facing the country. And he's right. He's saying that there are many things that are happening in the country. Talking about Section 14 that talks about security and welfare of the citizens, but there's no security today. There's no electricity. There's no basic provision for the people. Lives of the people are still in jeopardy and distress. Look at the other day, I think it was yesterday, the rains. People are complaining about how bad things are. People in the Jeddah area was affected and some other area of Lagos. Residents are stranded. We don't face all of those. Yes, it's politics. So Femi Falana is right when you look at it. Okope in the Jeddah, videos of homes submerged and people crying and lamenting. Fraud-prone areas like Etios, Ajegunle, Alimosho were among the worst affected. Another resident recorded that his home was flooded. My house, water full inside, is like a big ocean. Look at cars submerged. Odupe Akibi for Berigbe, Kurudu, said they experience every flooding this season. The environmental agency, what are they doing around that? Mr. Okupa Wahab has assured residents via his ex that the government is aware of the situation and are working long time to fix it. Where are the drainages? Torrential downpour. People's life are at stake. People are suffering. They're in pain. They're in penury. So this is the trend that is going on in Nigeria today. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of hazard. It's a lot of pain. Lagos State has declared 176 estates illegal. There's a long list. Please go and check your estates if it's there. That's why we keep calling on real estate people. Please be honest to the people. Be honest to the people. 176 estates. Some of these estates are spread around Etios, Ajay, Bejuleki, Ekpe areas. And they are giving a 21-day ultimatum. So please check if your estate is there. And they are saying US is to introduce $15,000 bond for some foreign people that are coming to visit their country. Anyway, we are still going to get some clarification on that soon. I'm not sure Nigeria has been called in that list. The bond is a form of loan to the government or a company for a specific time. And what they are saying is that if you return as at the stipulated time, you will take your money back.
Okay.
So all of this, they are saying the bonds may require $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 before being granted entry into America. I think this high-handedness by Trump and his administration will just put a lot of people off America. And this is a sad reality. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie is saying Peter Obi is not desperate to be president like some politicians. She says her support for him is rooted in she knowing who he is as a person and what he stands for. That's not a case of desperation. So that's just another side. And NNPC is increasing petroleum price from 9.15 naira per litre in Lagos to 9.15 naira per litre in Lagos and 9.55 per litre in Abuja. It's another sad one. Nigerians have to still pay heavily for these products, which is a sad one. And that's the state of play of people and our country as we speak today.
Thank
That's
you.
the state of play.
Thank you, Rufai. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All right. Let's see. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. And then 081 717 56338 is the number to reach me via WhatsApp. Okay. But not now. Just keep dropping your messages via YouTube and then via WhatsApp. Okay. I read it out already. This time around, we will join former Commissioner of Police, CP Chuks Enwonwu, for more analysis of some of these stories. All right, everyone, let's join CP. A very beautiful morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Good morning to you, Kamijudi, and to the listeners.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Welcome. Now, CP Chuks, let me ask you. Let's just be very straightforward this morning. A chieftain of the APC, Alwan Hassan, is his name. He has suggested that the North or the Northern region will not vote for Peter Obi in 2027. Why? Hassan described Obi as the biggest importer of alcohol, in Nigeria, questioning why he would want the North to vote for him. In other words, the Northerners don't take alcohol, and Peter Obi is coming, as someone who will import enough alcohol to the North. I mean, that's what Hassan is saying, that the North won't vote for Peter Obi because he's the biggest importer of alcohol. This is Hassan speaking. CP Chuks, what else do you know about this? I mean, Peter Obi importing alcohol to the country.
Well, that's a business. What does business have to do with the individual vis-a-vis politics? It's not an offense for you to get involved in doing illegal importation. So what the man is saying is he's just talking like a politician, and from what you have said, he's coming from a political party. So he will speak in line with anything he feels would sustain their stay in power, and that area is what he felt he should use as an advantage. But it depends. He's not the electorate. He's just one man. They not have their own as a group, as individuals. They have their choice to make, and they'll have their reason to make their choice. So he cannot speak for them. Let him speak for himself and possibly for his party.
So what you're saying, in other words, is that he's just a ploy to demarket to Peter Obi?
That is all. That's what he's doing. And, it may not work for him, possibly. I don't think it will work for him. Apart from if he's using such a strategy on other candidates, it will still not work for him. No matter how he comes up with it, it will not work.
Mm-hmm. The same Peter Obi has defended his political record, saying he has never been involved in election rigging or any form of violence or any form of, say, malpractice throughout his career. He has never been involved in election rigging. That's it for me. I mean, is it possible for a politician in this country not to rig election at any point in time? Is it possible?
To an extent, yes. It's very, very possible. Like, if you check out some of the elections we have had in this country, the general election or off-season election, you see that all the contenders will come out and accept that the thing was a totally level playing ground, and that they have no question on. Okay, look at like 2015 general election. that Buhari won. Jonathan didn't go to court. He considered defeat immediately and accepted it in good faith. It was others were even fighting for him. He said, no, there is no need. There's no, because what worked against him to an extent was that card reader, and the permanent voters card. It was then we came to find out that a lot of those electoral voters lists are being padded. You see a place, they'll tell you they have registered 2 million voters there. But when the chips were down, people who came with their permanent voters card and card reader was able to detect both the fake and the right ones, you find out that the turnout of vote in that place will not be more than 400,000 or 500,000.
Okay.
Across board. So you see that there had been instances where the thing was really, really stopped. And the same thing happened too in some of the off-season elections around that time. I believe as time goes on, if we sanitize the electoral system, we may still get better results like that.
He said, I challenge anyone, conduct your investigations. You will find no strain of rigging or violence associated with my name. This is Obi speaking. Proudly speaking. Proudly saying this as a politician in Nigeria. This people would want to say, no, it's not possible. You cannot be in this country and not rig election. You cannot be in Nigeria and not rig election at one point in time. No politician can be trusted. No politician is out of all of these, thuggery thing in this country. They are all the same. But this man is coming out to say, or to paint himself white, that he hasn't done all of this before. It's somehow, people look at it that, is this guy serious? Is this in this country, Nigeria? Is this serious? Who is this? Who is he trying to fool?
Well, what he has said is a statement of fact, because the way he won his first term, the term was manipulated in favor of PDP. And he went to court with his facts and figures and got to the Supreme Court and got his judgment. He happens to be the first person who altered the electoral cycle or season in Nigeria to have this off-cycle or off-season election. Before other states learned what had happened and said, our victories cannot be taken away from us, and just let it go like that. That was how others like Olusegun Mimiko, was able to still get his own some years later after Obi's own. And people like Otumba Oni was also knocked out by Fayemi in Ekiti via the process. The same applied to Edo, where Oshomole also knocked out Professor Oshumbo, the professor of law, through the same court process, and so on and so forth. Others began to follow. People like Olagunsoyo Yilola of Oshun was also thrown out towards the twilight of his second tenure, and Arebe Shola, the engineer, took in Oshun. So that was how the thing began. And the last one was the one Nemo, where Hope Uzodinma removed the PDP former national deputy speaker, and after 7 months, and took over the mantle. So that's how the thing affected up to 8 states. Though these days, I don't know whether, I don't know what is happening to the judiciary as alert.
Okay.
Yes, as alert.
We now hear the resounding name of Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria. Like he's coming back on the ballot in 2027. In fact, there is a headline here that says, on Southern candidate, Jonathan or Obi. In your opinion, what's really happening? I said it earlier. Is it that some persons are trying to devise a method or a way to make sure that and Obi, because it's been Obi everywhere. It's been it has always been Obi. Is it that some persons are actually trying to plot some whatever to make sure Obi doesn't get there. So instead of Obi, they would instead want to push out a Jonathan. Is that what is happening?
You are absolutely correct. That is what is happening. In politics, it's very dynamic, and that of Nigeria has a lot of color. The coloration is such that everybody is sitting down and plotting, strategizing on how to take undue advantage. And that is what is bringing up all that. Some will say, look, this man, the way he's going, the way the youth, the workers and the masses are embracing him, we are not comfortable with that. Instead of him, let us use the other one. At least that one we are sure that he has done only one term. He will need just one more term and he will get off. That this one you may give him now. After his first 4 years, he will be thinking of second term. He will tell you that the Constitution says he will do 2 terms. So, all those things will be playing out in the minds of politicians. They'll be sitting down and calculating. They may go and begin to drag the man. I don't know. He maybe is not the type that is power hungry, because he knew the circumstances that brought him to that level. He never anticipated it. And he says it all the time. How he became deputy governor without looking for it. How the man that was there was impeached. They told him to move him. How he was getting set to go for his first election. They said, no, come out. Come and do VP. He reluctantly collected that one against his wish and will. And then he was vice president to the man who was there, Helm of Affairs, became sick. They made him acting president. He was just holding acting, and suddenly they said, you have now become president. So his first election was in 2011. And that was why when he lost it in 2015, he said he did not want to create scene. Let him just go. He was not ready to go to any tribunal or whatever. And consider and wait his way. So those things are a big plus for him. That's why even at the international level, he has been enjoying accolades and appointments, and has been going around mentoring and leadership. He's well respected.
As political permutations gather, ahead of the 2027 presidential election, the PDP is weighing 2 prominent southern figures, Jonathan and of course Obi, as potential candidates to challenge President Tinubu, and of course the APC. But it will interest you to also find out that the PDP leaders are actually speaking with former President Jonathan, trying to persuade him to run for president again in 2027 under their banner, the PDP. Now, they are speaking with Goodluck Jonathan. You recall that Goodluck Jonathan came out some time ago, or not too long ago, to say that, well, he is supporting, in fact, himself and his wife came out to say that they're supporting, President Bola Tinubu for 2027. Now that the PDP is actually wooing him, what do you think will happen?
I don't think he will take that offer from the PDP, because he knows that the umbrella has torn to shreds. There's nothing remaining under it. The people that are there in PDP today don't have the teeth to bite anymore. The muscles are weak. The structures are no longer strong. And their ability and capacity to win elections are no longer there. That's why most of the big wigs, both the ones that are expired and the ones that still have a bit of strength, are now getting themselves together into the ADC, or is it ADA, whatever name the nomenclature they go with, to see whether they can gather momentum and amalgamate in such a way that APC did in 2013 into 2014. And then came out strong in 2015 to take the leadership of the and government of this at the center. So be that as it may, that is their calculations. But like I have always said, from hindsight, The man they are trying to face, or they are trying to do that with, had passed through that path before, so he knows all the tricks and how to destabilize them. That's why I say that it will be really tough.
Okay.
It will be really tough unless something else happens for them to dismantle.
Now let's talk about Obi. Would you advise Obi to at least rather pitch tent with the PDP if he doesn't get what he wants with the ADC?
Like I said for Jonathan, I would say the same for Obi. Going to PDP is also a waste of time because that place would obviously not work magic. I told you that the structures are very weak and they don't have the capacity. They will not be able to do much. They won't have good outing in the elections. Mostly when you look at good number of their governors, Bala Mohammed and people like Sheikh Makinde and so on, they are just doing their second term. They are at the verge of leaving. So they are thinking of post-service, post-retirement. Okay, they are thinking of their retirement for now, and maybe what they will do with themselves when they are done in May 2027. So I'm sure they will be thinking of either how to go to Senate or how to align themselves with the government at the center to become ministers, or to get appointments so that they will continue to be relevant, like the man we have in FCT. So they are more interested. They are not interested in that party anymore. If you go and check the thing out.
Okay.
Yes.
How would you look at a statement by former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, who described the APC, as cancer? That was what he said. That was all. That was what he called the party. Lamido said that the ADC-backed opposition coalition needs to slow down and focus on strategies that would enable them to remove the APC cancer in 2027. In his words, he said, let them look inward and keep connecting with people quietly so that by the time they come out in full force, the energy will be there. He calls APC cancer. How would you look at that statement?
Well, he has been allergic, to be frank with you, for the APC ab initio. And that was why in 2014, when the 7 governors were at the verge of leaving the PDP and going into the APC coalition, he was one of them. But last minute, maybe for reasons best known to him and for certain personalities in that arrangement, himself and Babangida Muaz Ali, former governor of Niger State, opted out. People were like saying politically they were sitting on the fence. They didn't want to take a decision. But they opted out. He said to himself, even if they go ahead to win that election, that is not enough attraction for them. Because he had always seen them as a collection of strange bedfellows that he cannot thrive with or fly with. So he has always been averse to that party. And that is why I am not surprised by that his statement or by his reaction towards that arrangement. And that's why he calls them cancerious. I don't think there is anything that will make him to ever join that party. Instead, he will sit by the side and be, analyzing and possibly weighing support for the opposition against the APC. So I'm not surprised.
The same Lamido has claimed that Tinubu will remove Nyesom Wike, the minister of the FCT, once his political interest in the South is secured.
Well, being a seasoned politician, he's making a point because, in politics, what is paramount to all the players is their interests. It is that is what is key and permanent. That interest. So they don't have permanent friends or foes as such. It is what will benefit them that they look at. So if such a thing turns out, so be it. It's just alerting everybody not to be surprised to see such an outcome of development post 2027 election.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me quickly take you to, let me touch on something relating to the Southeast. Igbo women have slammed Umahi for saying Tinubu is fair to the Southeast as regards infrastructure. Yesterday, Umahi came out to say that that Tinubu has been fair to the entire Southeast as regards infrastructure in that part of the country. But then a couple of persons have come out, not only Igbo women, both the PDP, the ADC, the Labour Party, and of course Igbo women, like I mentioned, are all coming out to slam Umahi over that, pro Tinubu remark, that statement that Tinubu is fair to the entire Southeast.
Well, you see, Umahi is a politician and at the same time a businessman. He is defending his stomach so that the thing will not be tampered. That is where his loyalty lies, where he eats from. Yes, what do you expect him to say? Tell him to come and show you the progress he has made, in terms of the infrastructural development in that region. He can't even point at one thing. But he will only be going around and around and around and be telling you stories and speaking grammar. So when the chips are down, you see that he's only playing politics with the reality on ground. All those people that are faulting his position are the people on ground. They are not sentimental about it. They are not. They have nothing to lose by saying the obvious. They have no personal grouse or personal issues with Umahi. So if I were Umahi, he ought to have shut his mouth and be very diplomatic before he makes his statement. Let him be sure, not question of sitting in Abuja and be talking. Let him go to that Southeast. And some of those places they are talking of, let him go and see things for himself, not to send people. Some of those people he will send will sit in one hotel in Nugu or where they be drinking champagne. And then be telling him everything is very, very okay. Then he will go ahead and open his mouth like canary and begin to talk. It diminishes him and it makes a lot of us look low on him. We don't value him that much. Some of us who are realists. I'm a pragmatic realist. I'm not a fundamental idealist. It has always been my position anyway.
Okay. Finally, before I let you go, Wahala is coming to Benue again, as we hear that about 9 persons, among them a police officer, have been killed in a renewed attack by suspected headsmen or armed headsmen on communities in Agatu local government area of Benue State. Again, CP, what is going on in Benue? Even when the president went there and, all of this that happened, why? Again, renewed attack in Benue. Agatu, for that matter.
No, the problem in Benue is that, it's a densely forested area. It used to be the food basket of this nation. And these people are more or less like guerrilla warfare. You are waiting to engage them in the urban areas. You are wasting your time. If you wait for them on the express roads, dilapidated express roads, you will see them there. There are people of forests, hills, valleys, and all that, ridges, and so on and so forth. So it's a difficult one, both for the police and the military. I really sympathize with them. But one thing can help them, if they're really serious. Let them sit down, map out those areas, use Air Force good number of times and do area surveillance. Try to isolate and geolocate the places, the camps, and the concentration where these bandits and animals are residing. They can put in drones and try to get photographs of their concentration. They degrade them totally from the air. Air power is what they need. Once you level the concentration, you are good to go. The people will have peace. But this one they are just doing manually will not help them. It's not a war or fight you do manually. You expose the troops to danger. Where they just walk into ambush, because those people are always ready, looking out for anybody coming to resist them or to attack them. And once they operate and clear, they leave the area immediately. By the time you come, you pick casualties, you won't see them. So they need to sit down, plan it. They can take advice, professional advice from even technical people abroad who are seasoned in war planning. Let them come in and sit down. They bring out the maps on the drawing board, look at it, and know where to start. Then the ones on ground will support them, give them clue. Look at the modus operandi of these people, how they operate, what they have been doing, where they do it, where they suspect they are doing the nonsense. Then they work out an antidote and get it sorted out once and for all. And then, if they succeed, they can now begin to replicate it in some other areas that are having similar challenges. We have people in the police and armed forces who are very professional, well trained, both at home and abroad, that can deliver, that can wipe out this scourge. All they need is the logistics to get it done. And I'm sure if they are well supported, like I've just enumerated, this thing will become a thing of the past, so that people can go back, leave IDP camps, go and face agriculture, produce massive food, and cut down hunger in the country. It will even give foreign investors that lever to come back here and industrialize, support our industrial growth, so that we can come out from this pattern of consumption to production. That's the only way your GDP can grow.
Okay.
Yes.
CP, thank you. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for always tolerating and accommodating me.
Thank you. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Check a time. It's 8 o'clock.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. I take that again, 081 717 56338. Move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Just about 1 minute for everyone, all right? 60 seconds for you. Mind what you say on a national radio. In other words, be very, very civil, all right? So let's get to the phone lines, everyone. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Mr. Judy.
Good morning.
I think I'm the first caller today.
Good morning. Talk to us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ijegu, Lagos.
Okay.
My name is Chiboni.
All right.
My take is on the statement they said Obi will import alcohol to the north. Don't they drink alcohol? Because I know most of them here, they drink alcohol. So I don't understand.
Okay.
Yes. Come to Apapa here, you see the north, most of their youth tell all those things openly. So what are they saying?
Okay.
We know officers of the North that drink alcohol. If they say the section don't take it, it's a different issue. But saying that the North doesn't drink alcohol, I don't understand what they are saying.
All right. Thank you. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good.
From US.
Good morning.
As regards the insecurity in Nigeria, let the politicians stop deceiving us. Let the federal government stop killing our people. Zamfara state governor came out one time. He said they know them, but he does not have the willpower. Other state governors said they don't have the willpower. Abba, Nigeria soldiers that went to Ekomong and they conquered and come back. They are still the same people who cannot secure our people. See, my senior boyfriend, Chief Tinubu, I am calling upon you this morning. My children are dying. This is too much. It is a shame and a disgrace. And Sidi Musa, do not tell me you do not know what is going on. Enough of playing kajo with the life of Nigeria. We are not chicken. We are human beings. Stop the insecurity. The Tinubu, the one.
Hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning.
I've been calling from Ejigbo currently.
All right.
I'm in Agbara.
All right. Talk to us.
So, Obi is the highest importer of alcohol. This will be, they are finding all means to cajole him. The outsiders drink alcohol more than any, although I will not blame them. This statement coming from APC, they have said many things just to bring Obi down, because Obi is the only person that APC fear. They want to take Obi out of the race. Well, let us see. But the outside drink alcohol, I know quite all right.
All right.
Because I live in the north before.
Thank you so much. The
Thank
houses take alcohol because you live in the north. It's okay. Let's do more calls now. I'll be reading your messages alongside this time around, okay? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Austin. This is Austin calling from August.
Okay.
Yeah, my intake this morning is about the man that said if P2B become a president, that is going to import. He's going to import alcohol to the north. You can see the height of the hypocrisy of the northern elite. These are the people who doesn't want this country to move forward. Somebody came, God brought him, and he said he's going to serve only one tenor. That is going to save the life of everybody in this country. So why are we like this? Nigeria, are we being caught that we cannot be able to reason as human beings? South Africa has taken the leadership position of Africa from us. Why are we still playing ourselves? Eh? The Northerners just want to be in power, and they have not contributed anything. That's from the time of 60 till now. So, my brother, if I can be able to have an access to P2B, I would have just advised to go back to his business. Let those who support Nigeria be able to let them be the ones to serve this country. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Hello. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ikami Jude.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is FB from Satellite Town.
Okay.
Yeah, my comment this morning is regarding the man. Unfortunately, is a known person. I'm hearing that name for the first time. I can't even remember the name. And he's saying the North will not vote PDP because the highest importer of alcohol. Then my question to him is alcohol a contraband product in Nigeria? Is it an illegal business? If it is not illegal business, how does that now determine where the North goes? This young man, I believe, is in the North. If he is, because sometimes most of them stay overseas and then from there through to. I think before he begins to challenge P2B and the importation of alcohol league, he should first of all go and find a way to deal with what drugs is doing to the youth in the North. Because I believe that drugs, most of those drugs those guys take are contraband and they are brought in by people. So what has he done about that? That he's now challenging P2B because P2B imports alcohol. I feel for Nigerians, for the very first time, we have a man that I personally believe is sent by God. They have looked for everything to nail this man. They can't find it. And someone is talking what I personally call rubbish, and you want us to listen to him.
All right. Thank you.
May God save Nigeria.
Amen. Hello, good morning.
It can be Judah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I can hear you. Talk to us. Good morning.
Please, it can be Judah. People should not even talk about alcohol, being drinking alcohol. Let's work out and get out of Tulumbu in power in 2027. The strategy that has been shown to us. Look at the last election in 2023. Tulumbu get 8,000 votes. Why Peter Obi and Tulumbu they get 12,000. Peter Obi and Atiku they get 12,000 votes. Please imagine if we can just come outside in 2027 to do the same thing, let them repeat the same thing in 2027. Things will work the way we want. Stop saying all these things of Obi doing alcohol, alcohol. That's not what we need for us. Let's see how we can move out with all this poverty the way people have put us through. My brother, this is what we need for now. Let's strategize ourselves again. Let's come out in the MS when we come out in 2023. Please, that's what we need for now. Not issue of big alcohol, not this. That's not what we need for now, my brother. I rest my case. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, man. Good morning, sir. This is Sheyi from Surulere.
All right.
No difference between the man that said that Obi will be importing drink alcohol to not, and people that are saying that Obi is God sent. No politician is God sent. They should not be putting God with politics. So if they believe that Obi can win, make Obi go and choose party that in choice so that make best. So instead of them to be calling Nigeria like Obi, we will not let Nigeria. A person like me now, I don't even believe in any politician. What I know is that before 2027, that is why I will choose person that I want. So they should stop saying that Nigeria wants Obi. So they should stop that.
Thank you.
They are the one that want to be, not Nigeria want to be.
It's all right.
They should stop that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If former President Jonathan knows what is good for him, he should stoutly and honorably resist the 2027 PDP temptation. I don't like hearing his name being associated with 2027 election, and it's high time he comes out to disassociate himself from this distraction. Pascal Chimezie from Ikeja. Let's do more calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ethan.
Good morning.
Moses from the Satellite Town.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue of Obi importing or bringing alcoholic into the northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria should not be categorized as the Hausa Zulu. There are so many tribes in the northern Nigeria. I am from Plateau State. Just my state, there are people who partake in drinks. Even myself, I drink. So if only somebody would talk, he's only talking about himself or his family or his state, but it shouldn't be categorized as a whole northern Nigeria because there are so many tribes in the northern Nigeria there. My state delivered Peter Obi, Plateau State, 2023. So we are different, and there are different people in the northern Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, thank you. All right, let's do more calls now, everyone. But then let me read this message. What's her name? Temitope Onatoye is saying that it's unfortunate that the president or the present administration is not in any way working towards achieving some of the promises made during the electioneering campaign. For instance, the president promised stable power supply to the extent that he said if he doesn't fulfill this promise, Nigerians should not vote for him for a second term. Up until now, stable power supply and free prepaid meters have not been achieved, and the president is still full of confidence that he will return to power in 2027. Is that a sign that we would not have a free, fair, and credible election in 2027 general elections? The most annoying part is that this administration has no record, the highest number of ministers in the president's cabinet. Can the president himself boast of 10 ministers that Nigerians too? Thank you. Okay, let's look at it again. Can I read these? Okay, Dr. Joseph. Yeah, as a comrade, sending this to me from the United States of America. Okay, I'll look at it first. Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have the mission now to tell you that Obi, the only solution now for Obi, which I want, as I love him most, join, if we want to uproot this nuisance in government, join Atiku, so that we can move forward. If not, they are planning to destabilize the whole something from Tinubu camp. Join Atiku into your long. Bamidele Ajibola is not talking.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Let's look at what this person is saying. He said, it's unfortunate that our governments, both federal and state, are full of what now? Are fond of warning people, advising people to relocate to safe places every rainy season to avoid flooding. The question is, relocate to where and how? The president and governors of the state are using a lot of money to renovate these and that, instead of using some of this money to control erosion to save people's lives. Our government focus on minor and neglect the major. Nigerians should wise up. Benjamin from Shogunle, thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
Good morning.
This is calling.
Okay.
Yeah, Kamigida, let me just say something concerning government, telling people relocating. Relocating to where? Some billions of naira allocated to the presidency, either the vice or the president or the first lady. Can they use it to build some estates that can make the citizens to enjoy all these relocations? Relocate to where? How many states now are in a very serious flood devastation? How many states now? What did they want the citizens to do? Secondly, this man that is talking of alcohol is not all the whole northerners. Currently now, as I'm talking to you, I'm in Zamfara. I know what I'm telling you. The issue there is that what did they want? How did they want to enlighten the youth? Somebody is a president. Somebody won the presidency. Somebody was once accused of drug baron, and nothing was done about it. And now you are talking of somebody, if at all it is correct thing, that he is importing hard drinks or alcohol. Is alcohol only meant for drinking? They use it for other things. We should stop all these things and face the realities in this nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is Emeka from Ogun State.
Okay.
Julius, seeing that Obi is even popular than even a president himself in Nigeria right now. Because we are not hearing the name of president, but rather Obi every day. Now, don't you see that because of this, that makes him to be, a threat to the people in the government right now? Because there is something in Obi that all of them is afraid of, because if Obi enter that place, most of them will be in trouble. So they can tag anything on him to make sure they damage his image. We didn't bring alcoholic or non-alcoholic in this matter. So they are looking for any means to do what? To tag him a name that will make people to just hate him. But whoever God has blessed, God has blessed. So Obi, his work and his good lifestyles have already announced him. So if Nigeria can only know there is something in this man that made these people always afraid of him, the whole Nigeria will have to support to make sure that this man enter there to help this Nigeria to come out from this hellfire we are. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, Mazu Gochuku. Southeast leaders should try and know the importance of legacy. Wike is now driving PDP motor that has no engine. All these unknown politicians should stop using Obi's name to seek popularity. That's what Mazi is saying. And then, let's look at it. The government of Nigeria and the citizens themselves have little or no regard for human life. Year after year, we grapple with flood and the attendant disasters. Yet, nothing is done by government or the victims themselves. When are we going to be serious with human lives? NEMA and SEMAs must wake up and work with NIMET to avoid loss of human lives and properties this time around. YJ Yosadebe in Alimosho. Thank you. I think it's VP Atiku that needs to be appealed to allow Peter Obi to run against President Tinubu as the two major candidates in 2027 polls. Else, 2023 will return. Labour Party's alliance with PDP and the other smaller parties is possible without merging the parties as it was done in 1999, AD and NNPP. I love tight contest. And the analysts should try to do what? Separate reality from ideal situation. I'm Binga or La from Fadeyi. Okay, thank you so much. Good morning to you. Please, good luck. Jonathan should maintain his international statesmanship than coming to presidential seat again in Nigeria. The world is going to woo him for distrust. These are the people who disgraced him out of office of the presidency, so he should maintain his dignity and remain there by himself. Remain himself. This is DK from Iba. And then moving on to some other messages now. Let me just read it out because of my time. Let's see. Good morning, Prince Iotek. Can someone tell me the reason Tinubu will win in 2027 with these massive hunger in the land? Or the insecurity that's ravaging the country? The problem with some of us is that we easily forget. By the time he gives them a cup of rice and noodles, they will forget and still vote for him. Peter Obi is a man of integrity who have not rigged any election or sponsored violence before. Where does First Lady get all this money she is sharing? Okay, thank you. When you still not vote somebody into office, he doesn't do what? Mr. Babu, anybody in Nigeria and outside Nigeria against Peter Obi is against God Almighty and Nigerians. Peter Obi is a God sent to Nigeria. Hear me now. You're talking like Jesus Christ. Hear me now. Mr. Babu, thank you. Does Nigeria possess leaders with the integrity to drive transformative policy changes and garner significant followership? Oh, you didn't drop your name, but it's okay. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. It's okay. Village man from Idimo, good morning to you. Peter Obi is now a nightmare to other politicians, but I thank him for today. His name is all over the world. On Lagos state government telling the people to run away from their homes to move to wherever, but moving to where actually? Any provision made so far for them is what he is asking. That message. Okay. Mayor from Ikotuigbe. Good morning, everyone in the studio. I can even understand how someone wants to serve me, but he or she still buying nominations form for about 40 millionaire. Don't you think that something is fishy? Not won't vote for Obi because of alcohol import. But the same man drinks alcohol in secret. What a pretender. In my thinking, I thought that before a student will be promoted to a new class, he or she will score the required marks, Abi. If I may ask with all honesty, does Tinubu deserve to go for a second term? I don't know why we remain quiet. The incompetent and confused people will be the one ruling. let's leave it there. Let's look at a time now. Okay, let's read just little message, and I want to thank God for His grace and goodness. Rafo from Isolo. Mr. Rufai Oseni has said it all. If Peter Obi mistakenly go to PDP, they will destroy his presidential race. I will advise him to join AAC, Showore Party, before it's too late. I'm sure they cannot dare tamper with Showore's party, and I believe with Showore, we can be able to fight for his vote. Okay, oh. It's all right. Everyone, let's leave it there. I'll be back by 11 a.m. to continue this discussion, okay? Yeah, 11 a.m. I'll be back. Don't forget, on social media, and when I say social media, I mean Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I am Ikamijude. I spell it IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH. That is Ikamijude. My name is Jude. Ikamijude. I love you all so much, and like I said, I will be back much later to take more calls and read your messages. Good morning and have a beautiful one.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program